Yeah, definitely. It always feels like that towards the end of the bowl week. You get here, you're excited, your players have a good time, your families have a good time, and then at this point, you kind of start getting a little anxious. You're ready to go play the game.
Mark, last year you guys had the added incentive 10-win season, first time in 40 years. What's the added incentive this time around?
Well, we have a young football team. I think just winning. We talked about it throughout the week, and I talk about that with the players all the time, that I want them to enjoy this experience and have a great week and take memories from here. And we're going to work hard in practice. We're locked in during meetings, but outside of that, I want them to enjoy themselves. But the most memorable experience will be at the end of the game. You know, you either win or you lose, and so I know it's a lot more fun. You're going to look back on this bowl experience and you know, have a lot better feelings about it if you win the game. So we have to always keep that in mind.
Since you got here, you've been talking about changing the culture, and now you have an opportunity to win 2 straight bowl games. What would that do to change the culture of the program?
It's another step. It's just constantly another step. You know, with us, the amount of work that goes in for 12 guaranteed regular season games, and then one here in the bowl game. So every opportunity means a great deal to us. And you know, we're trying to keep that positive momentum going with our program, and we got a lot of good things in place and a young football team. So this will help with that team and their mindset in the off season.
Then Lynn Bowden, of course, he's already cemented a legacy at Kentucky, but he's got one more opportunity. What can this bowl game do for his legacy?
Well, I think once again it just builds on what he's done. I don't think anybody will ever forget for a long, long time the way he's played, the way he's laid it on the line for his teammates and for this program. And so we're grateful for Lynn and what he's done and what he's meant to us and how hard he's played. And I know he's getting to that point, just being around him the last day or two. It's you know, he was really wanted to enjoy this experience, spend time with his teammates both back home and here. But for him, I can see it in his eye. He's ready to go. He's ready to get this game going.
You've got a lot of respect for the ACC, I'm sure, from Florida State and every
Yeah.
time. It's kind of surreal going up against the Virginia Tech team. You know.
Yeah, we do go back a long way. We had a little function the other day, and of course, Justin, getting to know Justin and being an Oklahoma guy. There's so many good people from Oklahoma, and you know, he knows some of the folks. During Bob's tenure there, you know, especially early on, because there was some crossover there with some guys we know. Spending time with him, but also Bud Foster. You go back all the way to Virginia Tech at Miami. The year we won the national championship, we were very fortunate to beat Virginia Tech at Virginia Tech. Very, very fortunate. Got a couple breaks late in that game, and Ed Reed had a fumble recovery. I don't even know what you call it. There was a fumble recovery. One of our defensive guys were running it, and he stole it off him and ran it in for a touchdown. But it was, you know, you can remember going back to Virginia Tech for a long time. But at Miami and at Florida State, first time I ever played in this stadium was the first year at Florida State in the ACC championship game. We ended up losing that game, and then we came back and ended up winning against Georgia Tech my last game there in this stadium.
Bud and Darius finished in the top 10 in sacks. Josh Allen leads all rookies in sacks. How great is it to kind of see?
Yeah, just really proud of those guys. Just amazing to see them continue to progress. They've worked extremely hard when they were with us, and to see them to have that continued success in the NFL doesn't surprise me, because I know what type of people they are and how hard they work and how important it is for them to play well for themselves and for their team.
You guys have won the turnover battle the last 5 games. Your last 5 games. Virginia Tech has been a little bit fumble prone. So how important is the turnover battle for you guys?
It's definitely important. It always is in bowl games. It's important. You know, with us running the football, you know, possessions are important, and so the game goes a bit faster than some of these bowl games you'll see. So we got to make sure we make the most of each and every opportunity. So if we could be up in the turnover battle, it'll mean a great deal.
We've all joked about it a lot. You guys playing in the rain. You're not going to have rain tomorrow. Maybe more passes tomorrow?
We're going to do a couple dances, see what we can do. Get them going. No, but it is what it is. We're good to play any which way. Our team will be ready to play.
Did you guys run the ball more because it was raining, or did you just run it more because of the wind?
I think you know the answer to
You mentioned Bud Foster, and obviously this is his last game.
Yeah.
How much do you think that he's been scheming for this game, not only because it is the last game of the year, but it is his last game?
It's just, once again, I don't think you need any extra incentive when you're Bud. You know, Bud's been around a long time, and he's had great success for many, many years. So he's been a coordinator, I want to say 33 years there. When you last 33 years as a coordinator, you're generally self-motivated. So I'm sure he's going to do what he does, but sure, I imagine it's important like it is to all of us.
With it being his last game, they're going to come out with more emotion. How do you match their?
Well, we generally don't have a hard time with that. You know, we'll be anxious and ready to play. You know, we may not play perfect all the time, but our kids are excited and ready to play. You know, I think all those guys, as I mentioned to you back home, and you know, I think you know, those guys have been working hard, and hopefully you'll see them in this game. Quite a few of them. You know, that group is ready to go. I mean, you're into your 13th game here. We used this bowl opportunity. It was a bit condensed for us this year. We didn't get as many opportunities, as many practices, but we still got a lot of work with those guys. So we'll see how it plays out.
I think Virginia Tech has won 25 straight games when they've limited their opponents to under 17 points. So obviously point scoring will be a premium. I mean, how do you guys get those points, and how important will it be to get them early?
Yeah, you know, I mean, we've been pretty good at holding opponents under a certain amount as well. So, you know, again, I think in a game like this, you know, possessions matter. You know, when you're running the football, it uses time. You know, it uses time on the clock. You don't get as many opportunities as you see in some of these other games as far as possessions. So they're all going to be important. That's how we play, though. I mean, that's how we've played for years. You know, every play, every first down. I mean, you know, it all matters to us because generally speaking, you're in a lot of tight games.
Have you seen a team go through as dramatic a switch as you went through when a wide receiver becomes the quarterback, and obviously you do as a talented player? What goes into a decision like that, and obviously it's been worked out well?
Yeah, that's, you know, I don't think you normally see it like that. That was a pretty drastic switch, but something that was necessary for us. We felt like it gave us the best opportunity to win. I think it speaks a lot for Eddie Grant and our offensive coordinator, and Darren Henshaw, our co-offense coordinator, quarterback coach, all those guys, the offensive staff. They did a great job of putting our guys in a position to be successful and giving us the best option to win. Looking back on it now, there's a few games here and there, and one in particular, you come up a couple yards short, but in general, it's given us an opportunity to win, and that's what you're looking for.
When you say it's unconventional, was there apprehensions of doing that?
Sure.
Hey, leave him at wide receiver?
Absolutely.
What was your thought process?
Well, you know, there's a lot that goes into that, and you know, I'd mentioned in a previous press conference down here, I mean, during that transition, there's a lot that goes into it, a lot of discussions. You know, Eddie and I and Coach Henshaw, we probably, you know, got together in one Sunday afternoon, probably 4 different meetings, you know, where we're just sitting there debating which way to go and how to proceed. And then we just would break away, do our work for a while, come back with our thoughts again, and we just ultimately, it came back to Eddie's decision and his confidence in Lynn and giving us the most options. And it gave us the ability to grow. And you see his growth, you know, each and every time he took to the game under center, you know, he got better with every start.
Is it the simple football adage of the best player needs to touch the ball every play?
I think that's a big piece of it when you don't, you know, when maybe you're limited, when Sawyer got hurt, when you're limited with getting him the ball in other ways.
Sure.
Yeah.
Last year it was Penn State. You guys got a staple win over a traditional powerhouse. This year Virginia Tech's got a lot of tradition. Can you guys make a statement as a program playing another team like Virginia Tech that's got some history?
Again, it is what it is. We don't set the bowl matchups. They are what they are, and you know, we're excited about this opportunity and about the way we play. I have no control over Virginia Tech, but I know we're excited to play, and it's always important. You know that. It gives you a lot of momentum, I think, through this off season that you want to continue to build on and continue to sustain.